I'm definitely not an expert. I am not a whiz at this yet, but I am certainly getting so much better than what I used to be. So, cut a long story short, a couple of months ago, I bought a digital product starter kit, and it taught me how to create and sell my own digital products. What's a digital product? Right, a digital product is anything that you can create and download, and it can be used again and again and again. So think a starter kit, an ebook, spreadsheet, birthday card, Christmas card, anything like that. Anything that you can create and that you can sell and that person can get use out of it again and again is a digital product, right? So I bought this digital product starter kit that taught me how to create my own digital products. And at first, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't quite get my head around it. It took me a few weeks to sort of learn all the ins and outs, and I'm still learning things even now. I don't think it's something that you just pick up and that's it, you're done and dusted with it, you know it inside, upside down and all that. You don't, you're always learning. And I bought that starter kit for about £57 a couple of months ago, and I am reselling that starter kit on for about £27, because although £57 isn't expensive, for some people it might be. You know, I don't know everybody's situation. Maybe £57 is a little bit too expensive for somebody. So I am reselling it because I can, because it comes with resale rights. So I am reselling this starter kit on for £27 because I believe that everybody and their nan should be doing this. You should be creating your own digital products and you should be selling them, and you should be solving problems, and you should be creating something that is going to last. Now, I didn't know what I wanted to create when I bought this. I hold my hands up. I just was like, yep, it's going viral. Everyone's buying it. It sounds good. I'm interested. I'll just buy it. So I bought it, and a couple of months went by. And although I made a couple of little bits and pieces, I didn't really feel content with it. I was just like, no, do you know what? I can put my heart and soul into this. I really can. I just need to think of a really good idea. Now, for those of you that follow me, you know that I am a Christian. You know that I love Jesus. And most of my stuff now is Jesus content. It's all Christian content. And I was just sitting there one day thinking, what can I create that is going to help other people out there? What am I going to love doing? And how can I sort of get everybody else involved in what I'm creating? How is this going to help anybody else? And I feel like one day that was when the Lord said to me, well, look, why don't you share the word with beginners? You know, there is loads of people out there that are waking up and they're turning to Christ. Now, some people are, you know, have been walking with Jesus their whole lives. Some people have only just started. Some people are not even sure. They're sort of kind of in the middle. They're a bit like, well, I kind of want to, but I don't know where to begin, and I don't know this and I don't know that. This is where my mini ebooks have come in. This is what I have learned from this digital product starter kit. I have learned how to create my own mini ebooks, and what I do now is I create Christian mini ebooks for beginners, for those people out there that are waking up spiritually and they're like, do you know what, I'd like to give Jesus a try. I'd like a little bit more information about this. I'd like to, my spirit don't sit right anymore. Something has shifted. You know, maybe your mindset has shifted. Something in you has shifted and you want to start learning more about Jesus. That is what I have created. I've created 4 mini ebooks. One is a faith over fear. One is a 2-week walk with Jesus for beginners. One is a prayer guide. And one is a bedtime with Jesus, mainly aimed for toddlers and small children, for the parents to get involved. And it's easy to read. So, you know, they'll be able to sort of recognise words and things like that. And of course, as a young age, they'll be able to sort of start knowing who Jesus is as well from a young age. And this is something that I've learned in about 3 months. I've learned how to do this in 3 months with this digital product starter kit. And I would never have known how to do it at all. I wouldn't have known where to begin to create something like this. I mean, it's only a mini ebook. I'm not saying I'm like, you know, top author of the world or anything like that. It's just a mini ebook. We've all got to start somewhere though, right? And all it takes is one good idea. One good idea. Maybe you've been sitting on an idea for years, wishing that you knew how to get it started, how to get going. What's the blueprints, you know, that you need to get this up and running. Everything that I have mentioned, it is all in the link in my bio, including the digital product starter kit, the 4 mini ebooks. I'm sharing my knowledge and this information with people because my content has changed. It has flipped. About 7 or 8 months ago, yeah, I had the odd Christian video in there, but it was mainly just funny stuff. You know, mum related, because I'm a mum with 4 children, and it was relatable to other women. Now, my content has flipped. I feel like I've got closer and closer to Jesus as the years have gone on, and my content is basically now, it's Christian content. But I've now found my calling and my purpose. I love creating these mini ebooks to help beginners out there, because everybody's got questions. You can be a Christian from 4 or 5 years old right the way until you're 80 and you still don't know everything. Don't get me wrong, you're probably really wise, but you still don't know everything. And I believe it's important for us Christians and us believers to support each other and to help each other up when we have doubt, or when we're discouraged, or when we just generally need to talk about things, you know, talk about Jesus. Share the gospel, share the word. And this is what I've learned how to do. I have learned how to create mini ebooks in sharing the word for beginners out there. So everything is in my link in my bio if you're interested. Have a great day.